ഇന്ത്യൻ ഇടതുപക്ഷത്തിൻ്റെ യൗവനം, ഇടതുപക്ഷത്തിൻ്റെ കരുത്തും യൗവനവും പ്രതീക്ഷകളുമാണ് ശ്രീ കനയ്യകുമാർ. തിരുവനന്തപുരത്ത് AISF സമ്മേളനത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായി എത്തിയ അദ്ദേഹവുമായി ഏതാനും സമയം അദ്ദേഹം ജനയുഗം ഓൺലൈനിന് വേണ്ടി സംവദിക്കുകയാണ്. വെൽക്കം ടു ജനയുഗം ഓൺലൈൻ. The situation in India is going more and more critical in racism and corporate nexus and all these things. You have any dreams in India in this political situation?
See, I think every individuals have dreams.
Yes.
So I have also some dreams, but it is not just that I have only political dreams. Being a simple ordinary citizen of this country, I think first of all I am Indian, and being Indian citizen, we need the rule of constitution, and according to our constitution, we the people of India, whether we are Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Parsi, Yahudi, Jain, or we are non-believer, atheist, we all are citizens. Apart from our different kind of identities, our first identity we are Indian. So being a simple citizen of this country, our dream is people should get proper education, there should be proper health facility, there should be right to work according to our eligibility, according to our study, what we have read and what is our quality. There should be proper transport facility, and our economy should grow, and India should become the one of important nation of the world, where Indians should not, there is no need that Indians should go out for seeking job and all.
Okay.
The people can stay here, they can get proper livelihood and the proper social peace and the equality. These are the simple dreams whomsoever who believe in this country, whomsoever who love this country, they think about these things. But what we find out during the changing political scenario in this country, there is a continuous attack on the being the identity of an Indian. There is a continuous attack on constitution, there is a continuous attack on the democratic fabric, there is a continuous attack on the social fabric of this country. So of course this situation is critical, but I think sometimes it is necessary also. Maybe you can differ with my point, but I think for any democratic country it is very necessary to, there should be a check and balance, and people can understand what we have got. It is not the wishes of some powerful people.
Okay.
We got because of the mass struggle, mass movement, and many people, they died, they have given their life for the betterment of this country. So it is our responsibility to save those values, and those values who make us as a country, as an Indian, as a citizen of this nation state. And those values are multiculturalism, democracy, secularism, socialism. These are the values that should be protected. But the point is, we find the unity of the lack of unity of opposition party, and the lack of mass movements. So just weeping out and being all the time sad and depressed, so this country in a very bad condition, I think this is not the solution.
Do you have any other solution for that?
Yeah, I think simply philosophically, if we look out the problems, I think problem itself has the solution,
Solution.
and problem brings the solution.
Solution.
I think first time after the independence, India is facing such kind of problem that governments are coming and going in every 5 years. That is a kind of routine work, but the core principles have been being attacked. So it is the time to think how we will counter it. And my position is any fascist or authoritarian regime, they just they don't come out from the power through the elections. Election is okay, there must be election, we believe in parliamentary democracy, but we need some important mass movement to protect our democratic right, to protect the idea of citizenship, to protect the ecology, to protect the right to education, right to food. These are the issues. On the basis of these issues we have to gather the people, those who are facing the problem, and we have come out on the street and fight out against these odds.
What about the lack of opposition? Opposition power is going day by day diminishing.
See, since a very long back, politics became a platform to make money.
Yeah.
I think politics is not just platform to make money. It is the platform to make the life of individual, to make the society better, to build the nation. So when there was a moral departure inside the politics, and that departure has forced us to face such kind of difficult situation.
Why it
So if we want to fight out those situations, we must look back to our ideologies. What is the difference between left and right?
Okay.
What is the difference between social democrats and communists?
Yeah.
What is the difference between being democratic and authoritarian?
Yeah.
What is the difference between being religious and communal? There is a difference between being religious and communal. Those who are religious, it is not necessary that they are communal also. How communalism is functioning, we have to discuss these issues widely, especially the young generation are being politicized. So there should be more open discussion about the idea of citizenship, about the basic identity of India, about the basic necessity of Indian country as a nation state. And I think these discussions will force the people to come out on the streets and fight against fight against those people, those power, those ideology who are trying to break this country.
Okay. What about the poor peasants sowing and the corporates reaping in our country?
See, this is the result of finance capitalism, and the finance capitalism is working on the idea of socialization of loss and privatization of profit. So what is happening, if there is a loss in the business and some corporate is facing the financial crisis, government collect our taxes and they bail out to them. If a farmer is facing the problem of agrarian crisis, they are bound to commit suicide. But I think our economy.
Siddharth is also.
No, I am coming into that point. If we will follow this theory, privatization of profit and socialization of loss, it will not just affect the farmers and labor.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it will affect a small scale and medium scale industries also. It can affect the other business class also. So, monopoly of anything in any sphere of life it is not good for the people. So democratization is basic theory which we should follow. Democratization of wealth, democratization of space, democratization of rights, democratization of accessibility. So this is the solution. On that solution we have to work out.
Can you describe the racist reign and the lynching in the name of God? Where we are going?
See, first of all, we have to understand the cultural tradition of this country.
Okay.
This country is very emotional. I am telling you. People beg in the name of God. People beg in the name of Bhagavan. People beg in the name of Allah. If you will visit in front of temples, how they beg? Bhagavan ke naam pe de do. If you visit mosque, what they say? Allah ke naam pe de do. So, this is the political propaganda. This is the political strategy and tactics to play with the emotion of common people. If we will take the name of Allah or Ram, it will be very easy to justify our illegal act or illegal activity or our crime. So, unsocial elements, those who are getting support from the power, they are using our sentiment to divide this country and divert our attention from our own basic issues.
Why this happened in the name of Ram Rahim in the political situation is always going critical in the name of Ram and Rahim?
So this is classical style of communal politics. Communalism always use religion and the religious symbols to come into the power and get the benefits of economy, looting the or organizing the loot of economy. It is the classical design of communal politics. So that's why I am trying to differentiate between religion and communalism. They say, why do you think all Hindus are communal? No, all Hindus are not communal. Any religious person is not. Or any religious person will be communal. It is not necessary. But communal person always use religion to operate their political program.
Is there any leftist coordination against fought with the fascism in India now?
Unfortunately, not.
This
is the task. This is the challenge that we have to do, because if there is a right reactionary hegemony, if there is a right reactionary upsurge, there must be a strong left coordination. There must be a strong left-oriented mass movement. There must be the process of redefining the left, where we can accommodate all the issues of people. Everybody can feel connected with these ideologies and these process of political affairs.
We are expecting a solution from you younger.
No, I think it is not just about one individual. It is about our country. It is about our society. So each and every individual, those who believe in equality, those who believe in socialism, those who believe in Indian Constitution, those who believe in parliamentary democracy, all of them must do whatever they can do in their own capacity. They must do. If I am a writer, I should write. If I am a singer, I should sing. If I am a poet, I should write poetry. If I am an artist, I should produce art. If I am a political activist, I have to organize people and I have to go on the streets. This is the collective battle, and collectively only we can bring the solution.
Say something about the youth situation, left youth in India. Is it diminishing or
Youth is youth.
Okay.
Youth can be right and left both. And being youth, the first thing is, if I am supporting the right wing, if I am youth, I will question the basic contradiction of right wing politics. If I am a leftist and I am the part of left organization, it is the responsibility to being youth question the left contradictions and the contradiction of left organization. This is my first definition. So I don't divide the youth population into right and left. I think the best quality of youth is to question the establishment, and if you are questioning the establishment, inherently you are the part of left politics.
Comrade, what about the UAPA is passing in Rajasthan today? What about your opinion about that?
Simply, I can comment on this. This is not the effort to make a strong law. It is effort to make a person stronger to misuse the law. This is my simple comment on this, because I see there is a clear-cut fight between individual and state. This is the necessity of time to reorganize or rephrase or rewrite the social contract between individual and state, because technological advancement is coming in our life and there are too much interventions. So this is not the time to think about the strongness of a state. This is time to think about the basic existence of individual. So when we see the contradiction between individual and state, this is an effort to crush the basic right of individuality and making authority more and more powerful. We are trying to give more power to the authorities, where they will not use law properly, rather than they will misuse law properly.
Thank you for giving some time Janayugom online. ഇന്ത്യൻ ഇടതുപക്ഷത്തിൻ്റെ കരുത്തുറ്റ പ്രതീക്ഷയായ കനയ്യകുമാർ നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി അല്പസമയം ചെലവഴിച്ചു. നമുക്ക് അദ്ദേഹത്തോട് നന്ദി പറയാം. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.